We're expecting another hot day here on the South Shore, and here to provide us with some safety tips during these sweltering summer days is Craig Wolfe, a supervisor with the Red Cross Disaster Team. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, WATD. We're ready to cool everybody off.
Indeed we are. Now, first of all, we just want to talk about the health aspect of it. What are some of the biggest risks to someone's health in weather like this?
Yeah, what happens, Dan, is when the body can't cool itself off, that's when it all starts, when it's too hot. So the risks are you don't feel good and then you get very sick. So it's easy actually to stop all that, Dan. It really is. It's not just, we're just talking about the temperature. It's really called the wet bulb index. And it's part of the temperature. It's the humidity, the breeze, the direct hot sun, you know, how hot it is in the street, how long you've been exposed to it. So what the signs and symptoms are is endless. You just don't feel good. And remember our Coach Belichick, situational awareness. You know it's hot out. You're working too hard. You're in the direct sun. What you have to do is drink some good sports drinks, some water, some juice, not caffeinated, not alcohol. Get out of the sun. Stop hard exercise, Danny. That's a part of the problem, the hard work and the hard exercise. And you got to get yourself cool. And you were just saying that Situat's providing the shelters. That's really important. The next level, if you're really getting a little uncomfortable and someone is to spray them with water, a wet face cloth, fan them a little bit. You need a breeze. The next step up, Danny, is just ice. Put it on your head, on your neck, on your wrist. You know, it sounds a little weird, but it'll save what you're doing. And then when those symptoms get bad and you really don't feel good and you're getting a little worse, you pack the person in ice, wrap them in wet towels. And the final step goes right back to what your grandmother did, Dan. She was trying to drown you, so it's different. But when you had a temperature, what did your grandmother do? She threw you in a cold bath. So now the most scientific thing is when you're really bad is you go into a cold bath and you put ice into it. In the Boston Marathon, I do medical for BAA. Every medical tent has a baby swimming pool full of ice water, and a person's really bad, they throw them in there, and it saves their life, Danny. It's amazing. It really is. So it's pretty simple, but you got to pay attention. And now, listen to grandmother Dave McCready when he tells you to do something.
I will. Now, what groups are most at risk in weather like this as people are looking out for their friends and neighbors?
It's the youngest and the oldest, and because they're a little infirm, and then people that are taking medicines that dehydrate them, you know, that causes more potential for a problem. The people who are exercising and working out in the yards and on construction sites are exercising, working out too hard. So that puts most of the population at risk. So everybody has to pay attention, and everybody in the WATD family has to look out for each other.
Indeed. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We do appreciate it.
All right. Remember, WATD cools you off when you need it and warms you up when you need it. It makes you feel better, and once in a while it saves a life. So thank you, WATD and Dan McCready.
And thank you, Craig Wolfe.